Listen, I want to tell you about something that happened recently. Susan and I, we were flying back from California. We had a business meeting. We stopped at Houston, changing planes, catch a flight here. And sure enough, there were two college students there in the airport, sitting not far from us, talking about their trip out to California to interview with a potential employer. And they booked their flight so they could stop in Vegas on the way back. And of course, they're telling stories about all the women they met, the gambling they did, the drinking they did. And the more I sat there and listened to them, the louder and the more rowdy it got, if you will. And I was like, oh, Lord, come on. And well, sure enough, we landed at the airport here, and Susan went out to get the car, and I walked over to wait on our baggage, and why would you miss an opportunity? And so I walked over to these two young men, and I introduced myself, and I said, hi, I'm Flippin. And, I was just curious. I was listening to you guys talk about being out in California and what you were doing, and listening to you in the airport. And I was just wondering about your interview. I was wondering how your interview went with me today in the airport. And I have to tell you, I honestly at that point was quite proud of both of them, because they just looked down at the ground, and one of them said, Mr. Flippin, not very well. And I'm like, no, son, it did not. It did not go well today. And I just believe, I really believe, I hope that both you young men have a better interview in you. I suspect you do. Here's the point, is that people are always watching. They're never taking their eyes off of us, off of you, and off of most people. We're always interviewing. Now, how could I own my own company? What the heck am I interviewing for? I'm interviewing for friends, for colleagues, for possible customers. I'm interviewing for influence. I want to have an impact. I want to have a transformative impact on everybody I meet. And I'm sure, at least I hope, I believe that you do too. And so the thought is a really simple one. You're always interviewing. Be sure you make it a good one. People are watching.